welcome back to my channel. I know I have been gone for a little bit. I'm really excited to do the Homeschool Mom Tag, and I was tagged by Ashley at Joyful Noise Mama, and uh, we are going to go ahead and answer some questions just about me. Question 1. How many years have you been homeschooling? Um, I've actually been homeschooling 3 years. This will be my 4th year. I started with my oldest son his junior year of high school. That was fun, jumping right into high school for homeschooling. Never have homeschooled before. And then last year I did preschool and early preschool with my 2 little ones. And this year we have officially started kindergarten with Miss Abby. And Archer is attending the public preschool, but he is here, back here by early afternoon to we moved our morning basket time around so Archer could still be part of that. Um, so, how many children am I homeschooling? 2, even though Archer is in the preschool, I still count him, and we will be bringing him home after we have some of his speech issues worked out. So 2, Abby in kindergarten and Archer for preschool. What grades do I teach? Kindergarten and preschool. And I have done a little bit of high school. And that answers what have I taught? So far, just those ones. What is one of my favorite curriculums? Asking me what one of my favorite curriculums is kind of like asking me what my favorite movie is, or if I have a favorite song, because there's never just one. It's kind of like when my husband hands me a Hershey bar. I'm never going to just eat half of that thing before bed. So I really, really love the mini units from Gather Round Homeschool. I think Rebecca has done an amazing job with them. We just got the U.S. government one because I thought with this being an election year, it was really important. It's gorgeous. It's absolutely amazing. Excuse me. I love Not Grass History. Absolutely love Not Grass History. And master books. I know a lot of people don't love master books, but so far for my little ones, they've worked out really, really well. My least favorite curriculum would have to be classical conversations. How do we socialize the kids? So, socialization, I believe, takes a great many people, and not just kids their own age, but being able to interact with people older than them, be comfortable with police, EMS, other authority figures. So we spend a lot of time with friends. I actually have some wonderful, wonderful friends who have beautiful families, and they are homeschoolers. And so we all do actually spend a lot of time together. I would say it's probably they're some of my favorite mamas and their families, really. Our church, we still do spend a lot of time with our church. We are very active in 4-H. We have been active in 4-H for many, many years, as my oldest son is 20, and we started him right off the minute he was old enough to be in 4-H. And then Abby was actually a clover bud this year. She'll still be a clover bud this coming year. But then in Bella's last year will be next year as well. So I don't really get a reprieve. We'll keep on going with 4-H till we're done. And it's one of the greatest programs. It really, really is. We love 4-H, and it's not just about the animals. And obviously we have animals. The kids have done numerous animal projects, and they do judging, and they have to interact with adults for that and answer questions. I think 4-H is a wonderful tool for homeschoolers too. My girls dance. We have a wonderful dance studio here in our small rural community. Um, Music lessons. Abby currently takes piano lessons, and her teacher also teaches voice and harp, and she was also homeschooled, and she takes care of a lot of the homeschoolers in our area. Um, Carice is absolutely wonderful. We just love her. Abby plays soccer. All of the kids have always played sports, pretty much every sport under the sun. Abby also swims, and we do horseback riding. And then lots of time with family. And we actually go about 2 times a week to my grandmother's. So it would be great grandma for the kids. And we help her out. We go grocery shopping for her. We help do some small chores. And they love greeting all of the older people there. They really do enjoy that. So they get a lot of intergenerational experiences. And that is how we socialize. How many hours a day do we homeschool? I would say solid subjects, about 2. If you add in our handicrafts and our morning basket time, probably 3.5 to 4. And then, of course, we have chores and things like that because homeschool. So, but I would say for actual just subjects and our core subjects in learning, I would say just about 2.5 to 3.5 hours at max. Do we homeschool year round? Yes and no. Yes, because I have some really, really great nature studies, and in Northwest Ohio, spring, summer, and early fall are absolutely wonderful for just focusing on those nature studies, and kids get a lot out of them. I say yes, we homeschool year round because we're always learning. During the summer, we don't do as much with our core subjects. I would say kind of just enough to keep the pace up and to not lose some skills, but I try to integrate those things with our unit nature studies. So that would be how we actually handle our year-round homeschooling. But if you're homeschooling, you're always learning. So you could say yeah. My favorite open and go curriculum, I would have to say, would probably be, I have a couple, again, as usual. There's no single favorite. I really enjoy master books. Abby can pretty much go right to where we left off the next day, and with very little instruction, and she's not quite reading yet. So even with very little instruction, Abby can open up her books and move on to what we're doing for the day. Learning Without Tears is another great one. And I've always liked Simply Charlotte Mason. We did start using Simply Charlotte Mason with my oldest, and we do some Simply Charlotte Mason stuff here. And my favorite part of homeschooling I would have to say, is just being able to finally be home with my kids. I missed a lot with my older kids, and I don't have to miss those things anymore. And I really love the ability to be learning alongside them every single day. So, and I don't think that I had a bad public education by any means, but my education, I think, was better than they offered what was better than what is now. So, but I get to learn all sorts of new things. Like one of the random things that I got to learn this summer along with the kids was male lightning bugs fly, and the females actually stay in the grass, and they actually have a blinking pattern, and that's how they attract mates. I did not know that. In almost 40 years, that was something I had absolutely no idea about. And so it was really neat. And I probably had to tell every single person I met in the 2 weeks or so after that all about male and female lightning bugs. And I'm pretty sure even my husband thought I was completely off my rocker. So, um, yeah, just all of the extra wonderful things that I get to learn right alongside of them that I never learned when I was in school. And that I think would be about it. So thank you, Ashley, for tagging me in this. If you want to see more, I will go ahead and put the playlist down here. We have a few mamas that got tagged in this from Joyful Noise Mama, and they are sharing their homeschool tag questions as well. Bye.